question for today is, do I worship idols? Now, many of my fellow Hindus hate when I say this, but I'm going to say yes. Also, so what? What's wrong with that? What makes you think worshiping idols is bad? Is it because the Bible says so? Because I don't care what the Bible says. I don't give a crap what the Bible says. It's not any kind of authority to me. So, if that's the reason why you say we shouldn't worship idols, then that's meaningless to me. Now, a lot of Indian Hindus these days are saying, idol and murti are not the same thing. But in my view, I think English is just not as precise a language as Sanskrit, and so it can mean the same thing because the word idol means slightly different things depending on the context and stuff. Hindus don't want to be seen as like we bow down to a piece of rock and say, oh, that's God. And no, it's not quite like that. I mean, for me as an Advaitin, I would say, sure, the rock is God, and so am I, and so is Garrett Grubby, and so is Sophie the Giraffe, and so are you, and so is the grass. Like, it's all God. The idea with a murti is that you invoke God to come into the statue, to give you like a focal point, something to focus your attention on, and it's not dissimilar to a lot of Catholic type practices. So it's really not that exotic and strange and weird. It's just some people can worship without that focal point, that energy, that place to put your energy, and other people really benefit from having something to focus in on. So I find it valuable, and that's why I like ritual. But yeah, if somebody says, do you worship idols? I'd say, yeah, what's it to you? So what? Like, this whole idea that idol worship is bad is a purely Abrahamic concept, and I don't live in their world. I don't care what the Abrahamic religions say is good or bad, and I'm not going to change my practices to line up with what those belief systems are advocating. So yeah, some people try to be like scaring me off of Hinduism by saying, "Oh, you're an idol worshiper now." I say, yeah, but it's probably not really idol worship in the way that people envision it when they say that. So to be respectful of my fellow Hindus, a murti is a much more precise term for an image of God that you use to focus your prayer towards, to give you a focal point when you are praying.